Financial literacy could now be a course that all middle schoolers in Tennessee must take.
News 2's Nikki Burdine spoke with a local teacher working to educate young minds.
And he has quite the pedigree, 11 years with the NFL with both the Packers and the Rams.
As a teacher at Brentwood Academy, Scott Wells waits until the end of the year to cover one lesson in particular for his seniors, personal finance.
So it's important that, and I tell my students, just as you might with your academic or your athletic goals, you need to have financial goals. And you need to make sure that each day you are training yourself to get closer to that goal.
Tennessee already requires personal finance courses for high school students, but now legislation is being considered to make it a mandate for middle schoolers as well. It's hard enough for many adults to know how to balance a budget and live within our means, so how can we expect our kids to? Wells says he uses his personal experience in his lesson plan.
But I did not know how necessarily to plan ahead and to be deliberate with my savings, etc. And those are still things that I have to reinforce today because I had so many years without it.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, using his time in the NFL as a way to get students excited about financial literacy.
I like the analogy that's used where when you pay interest, it's kind of like getting penalized in a football game. You move further away from your goal. But when you receive interest, it's as if the defense got a penalty and you move closer to your goal.
Wells says the time is now to educate students about money before they set off for college.
So it's nice to be able to sit them down and say, all right, these things are around the corner in college. You have to be ready. Do not be surprised when you walk across campus and they try to entice you with all these things because it never ends up being a good deal.
And teaching them about the most important currency of all.
I always tell my kids that I teach, money is a resource that is paid for with your time. And I say your time is the most valuable, only non-renewable resource there is. They're not making any more of it. And there's no substitute for it. So I think anything you can do to teach kids about use of time.
Nikki Burdine, News 2.